Alright, No BS episode 3. This is what we're going to be basically having by the end of the video. If you're watching this, you already know what we're going to be doing, so let's just begin. Install the Cinemachine package, open up the package manager, go make sure you're on Unity registry, and just search for Cinemachine and click install. Congratulations, you pressed a button and now have Cinemachine. You can officially call yourself a developer. Psych! With Cinemachine installed, for this project we're going to basically use a really basic follow camera. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by right clicking in the scene, Cinemachine, create virtual camera. Inside your virtual camera, assign the follow and look at to your player parent object, and then open the transposer, set it to world space, and move it up to what you want. Since we've been rotating our player visual rather than our player parent object, the camera won't rotate and will nicely track our player. Also, if you've been following along from episode 1, I'm going to be childing my main camera and virtual camera to my player game object because then my hierarchy is just neater and it really doesn't matter at the minute. Okay, so since this video would be hella short if we were to stop here, fuck it, we're now adding shooting to this tutorial. Alright, so get yourself a gun model of some kind. It can be just a cube, it can be an asset you made, or pre-made one that you already own. I'm going to drag my gun into the scene and make sure its transform is zeroed out. Then I'm going to open my character's root and keep going down until I find the right hand. Then press play. Move the gun into a position that you like and child it to the hand. Before we come out of play mode, right click the gun transform, copy the component, and now let's leave play mode. Outside of play mode, child the gun to the right hand again and paste the component values. Okay, so let's talk about how we want to implement this. There are two primary methods used for creating guns. One is that you can instantiate bullets into the scene and propel them forward using physics. And then when they hit something, they'll do damage on object collision. Another method, which is what I'll be using, is to use the hit scan method. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. It's to do with raycasts. Alright, so first things first, go into your gun object and create a new empty game object called shot point. Move this object to the barrel of your gun. Now create a new C# script called assault rifle and attach it to your gun. Inside of our script, we'll get a reference to the point the bullet is fired from being the shot point that we made, a range for how far the gun can shoot, and a layer mask to filter what objects the raycast can hit, like walls or enemies. We'll add a particle system for when we add a muzzle flash, and a shot sound effect audio source. In our update, we'll check to see if the user has pressed the left mouse button, and if they have, we'll fire a shoot method, which we'll quickly generate through the quick actions now. For the time being, as I don't have a particle effect or shot sound, we'll wrap them in getting played inside of an if statement and check if they're not null. So basically these will only play if that variable's been populated. We'll create a vector3 variable for the position of the ray to fire from, one for the direction the gun is facing, and then we'll take the y of the direction variable and zero it out so that the ray is always shot in a straight line. Then we want to normalize the direction so it's a more usable unit vector. Okay, moving on to actually doing the raycast. Do the normal raycast if statement, passing in our origin, direction, outing the raycast hit, passing the range, and the hit layer for detection. Inside for testing, we're going to debug draw line so that we can see what it is we've hit inside of the scene view, and debug.log exactly what we've just hit and its position. We'll also just do an else statement here for if we hit nothing. You don't necessarily need to do this, but I'm just adding it because I like it. If you want to copy my homework, the script will look like this. Alright, now back into the project, add a new hit layer to your layer mask list, and then set all the references inside of the script we just made. When you press play, you should now see that we can shoot whenever we press left click. So I'm going to end the video here as I want to keep each video around 5 minutes, so we're going to just be done for today. However, in the next episode we're going to expand on this assault rifle setup, and I don't know, we'll see where the episode takes us and what's in it. So I'll see you then.